Howdy everybody, this is Netflix, and today we're getting into Hawken. We're going to see about signing up, and then get into the menu a little bit, and then start on a match. First thing you want to do, of course, if you don't have an account, you want to start registering. Whatever your call sign is, it's what your in-game name is going to be, so make that unique as you can, There's supposed to be a check mark beside it. I don't know if it pops up if your name is not taken. We'll discover that later on. Make your password as secure as you can. It has to have one capital letter and one number, so there's a little bit more security there, but just make your password as long as possible, that way it's safe. Preview your human by dragging the slider all the way across, and then decide if you want to get emails from them. Of course, you have to click that you agree with all the terms and conditions, and if your call sign is not taken, you'll be able to subscribe to Hawken. Fortunately, mine was not at the moment. Added a little modification, and then we were on track. Now at that point, you're going to go check your email, click on the link to verify your account, and start up with your password. Once you're in, you're going to see the main menu. Here's the overview, home. That's where you're going to be. Any kind of news is going to pop up there. This is the garage. There's a listing of the current mechs that you own, and any ones on trial are going to be on the left side. Have this flashing icon that says you can't customize them, but they are going to be fully outfitted already. The reason I only have two is because the technician is actually on trial right now, so it's in my garage already. This is the first mech that you start with, the recruit. I currently have internals on it, but everyone starts without internals when you get them. I skipped the secondary weapon and went straight to the prestige because I managed to get the new recruit code in at Play Hawken, and I definitely suggest that you get that as well, because the experience boost is definitely worth it, and it gets you leveled up much faster, which might help you to unlock your prestige weapon by the time you save up 6,400 credits. Right now we're going through the internals, and as you can see, they take up 1, 2, 3 slots, and you can swap them out with each other. You have a maximum of 6 slots. Consumable charges are things for bot matches, things like that. You also have items. The recruit starts off with a shield. There are also high explosive charges, walls that come up, and turrets. Here's the customization page. You can see that you can change your trim colors and saturation and darkness and lightness, and then as well you also have emotes that you can select. You throw those out by pressing H after a match, or in a match even if you want, and it'll drop down a little holographic avatar. Every mech gets camouflage at maximum level once you level it up all the way, and as you progress you get different items or different cosmetic slots, but unfortunately they don't have customizable colors, so it's up to you if you want to use them. I have a separate video on items and internals later. This is the market. Each one of these costs mainly Meteor Credits, but some, as you can see, are available for Hawken credits. Meteor Credits can be bought for real money, so it's up to you if you want to get them, totally optional. Consumable charges and emotes can also be bought with Hawken credits, which are the in-game currency. Here are the emblems that you can unlock throughout leveling up. Also, you can buy some. And here's one of the most important places. This is your VR training match, but we're going to go ahead and start with the regular match for right now. And these little yellow orbs are the most important ones, some of the most important items that you can stand on. And yes, standing on them is exactly how you activate them. It's very simple, so take advantage of that whenever you can. This match is going to start off hot and heavy. It's a missile assault, and as you can see, if somebody's focused on one of your teammates, you should help them out as much as possible. This is a bare recruit. There are no internals on it, and all I have is the one item that you start with, the bubble shield right there. You can pass in and out of it as you see. We're gonna see this guy because he was firing the entire time at somebody else, so he showed up on radar. You can see him across the rock. It's very important to always check your radar all the time. If you hear gunshots or boosting sounds, check your radar. See if you can find where the enemy is. Do my best to dodge around, avoid a little bit of damage, stand on again the yellow orb and get healed a little bit. My drone is going to come out as well, pressing C to repair. just gonna move around, try and keep an eye on our team, try and stay in between our teammates, since some people like to run off on their own. The most important thing in Hawken is staying around your team, because while it's possible to one-on-one people, as soon as another mech shows up, you're probably going to lose that match. Here we have one guy running into two of us, unfortunately. You'll see how fast he goes down. Managed to get 41% of that damage in. So I'm going to follow this guy around now. It seems like he's got a pretty good idea of how to operate. So me and him are going to become a pair and try and capture another silo. And all you need to do is stand in the silo's radius for long enough. It's usually best to go in pairs because you'll have enemies come up who will try and retake them. This is a radar scrambler. It makes fake images of enemies show up on the radar map. Here, I was trying to dodge Hellfire missiles right there, but I did not burst fast enough, and I didn't actually dodge, so that's what you really need to do. It's also usually best to get behind cover for Hellfire missiles. So I took a lot of damage, and this guy came up on me pretty quickly. I managed to do a decent amount of damage with him, but my teammate was not around to finish up, unfortunately, so he managed to heal up and get away okay. This next match coming up is a separate level. It's called Origin, I believe, and it's because the lore of the game deals with computer nanobots, and they build these structures. But anyway, the importance of detonating your tow rocket in mid-air. You can right-click once to fire it, and right-click a second time to detonate it. You'll see right there, I got enough damage in to help my teammate, and critical assist at 84%. That means I did 84% of the damage, and my teammate there finished up the last 16. So he got the kill, and I got the assist. That's just the way it goes, unfortunately. Here we go, jumping into another encounter engagement. It shows you the importance of boosting, and I don't know if those are Hellfire or not, but he definitely did not have a lock on. If they were, again, standing on the yellow orb gets me health regenerating as I'm getting shot at. So the first two shots got regenerated back, and that gave me enough time to have my slow reaction speed and get behind cover. Here we are, still trying to stand in the yellow orb a little bit. One of the enemies is going to run into the remainder of that one, but there's two of us, so we can get to take him down pretty quickly, easily. And again, just trying to keep an eye on the map, watch where everybody is, healing up when I get the opportunity. Managed to regen all the way back up. Fortunately, your map is disabled while you're healing, so you just have to rotate your view around as much as possible and keep an eye out. This guy, because we were walking around and not boosting around, we didn't show up on the map, and so he didn't know how many people were down there. Just jumped straight to the bottom, got taken out quickly. It's a kill streak for me, and I ended up MVP on that match with a completely naked recruit. Again, no internals. Show you that really quick. There we go. Nothing but the bubble. So there you go. That's completely possible with this very beginning starting mech. That was again with the assault rifle. Here we go. Now is a little bit more of an upgraded mech. Not mech, but it's still the recruit, but it's got the Vulcan. Your secondary weapon doesn't change, still the tow rocket. Practicing the air burst there. And as you see, you have to spin the Vulcan up, point B Vulcan. And at point blank range, you see within that black circle, that's how far the bullets spread. So you have to be very close to get decent accuracy with this weapon. Decent chance to hit, rather. This match is also going to start off pretty fast and heavy for us. Fortunately, the team sticks together pretty well. The guy who runs off and gets killed first on his own right now is actually going to end up MVP of the match, but that's okay. Because I'm sure he's a pro and he knows what he's doing. So here we are, managing to stay together as a group really well. Again, it's always important to stay with your team. It's the most important thing to do in this game, because again, if you get caught out, you're pretty much done for. Here we are. He sees one guy off on his own, two guys. Decides it's alright to engage. Running out that way, I ping for help, hoping he'll come up where we are, but unfortunately gets taken out. And so the rest of the team is right here. They're going on us because they know we're here, and I dropped the bubble just for safety's sake. And here's some slightly good bubble biome tactics. Throwing the rocket on the inside of the wall as you ran to it, and that way I could dash outside of the blast radius. I do have the failsafe on, which is an internal that reduces explosion damage close to you by 30% or 60%, depending on what level you get it at. what level you decide to buy rather. It's the second kill, still at low hit points, and this guy decides to run up on my teammate, luckily not noticing me or not even paying attention to me, I guess, despite my being very low health and very quick kill. So we get 3 kills really quick right off the bat right there, and now I just work on recovering, getting my hit points back up, and rejoining with the team. Here we are now. I just died, so I'm running back from respawn, and there's basically the entire other enemy team, and we're just focusing them, trying to do my best. The Vulcan at this range is not effective at all. If anyone were to get hit by it, they would receive very little damage, and it's mainly just a harassment thing. It's to freak people out. As soon as they see their health bar flashing and tons of tracers flying past them, they get freaked out and think that they're going to be taking tons of damage, so they'll back off and dash behind a wall, and that's going to distract them from, you know, doing damage to your teammates or doing damage to you. This guy was caught out on his own. Luckily my teammates are pretty responsive, so as you see them flying in, flooding in, I'm going to try and deal with this guy who's putting the most pressure on them, and pointing Vulcan at that range does pretty good damage. There's 2 of us, and I don't get the finish off right away, but here you go. As you know, he's a C-class mech, so tons of hit points, and this is more of a personal collection bubble. Make sure we know what's going on, and here we are again, following the team, just trying to get everything situated and centered, and make sure that we are all facing the same way, or going down the right direction. I ping the team there, and we all just come up to engage. If you notice my hit points ticking up, or my armor ticking up, after sitting still for a while, it's because I've got a reconstructor, which after 10 seconds of being out of a fight will start repairing your armor, and it's one of the most useful internals that you can buy on any mech. The first level repairs 7 armor, and the second one repairs 25 armor per second, which is a huge jump. Definitely worth it, especially because the mechs don't level up, their armor levels don't change. Coming in, showing the importance of flanking. Even though that guy was dodging left and right to avoid main fire from my team, he was dodging still directly in the line of my fire, and I wasn't missing any shots on him. That's also an important tactic to remember. If possible, try and get around to your enemy sides. The match is almost up now. The last 30 seconds, we get a good final kill, and one of my teammates is going to get harassed from a predator. I'm going to do my best to fend him off, knowing that I'm low hit points. I'm probably going to die, but we're going to get the win. That's what matters in the end. And this guy, knowing the same, just charges at the team, being very low hit points. So it looks like he got another kill, and no, he didn't. I almost thought he got another kill, but he ended up dying for no reason, which is good for us. And that's how that ended. Like I said, Grave Jester, guy who got first kill by himself, managed to get MVP. So stay with your team and you'll win.
Hopefully that was constructive for y'all. Be sure to like or subscribe if you want more content. I'll have some more soon. Check out playhawken.com to see if the new recruit code is still working, and try and have a good game, y'all.